All right, so I'm back with yet another quick deck tech. So today I'm just showing off a mono black rats tribal deck. Um, it's basically very similar to some of these lists that I've seen floating around, using lots of ninjutsu creatures alongside creatures with ETB effects, trying to return the creatures to your hand with the ninjutsu and then playing the creatures again. So I noticed many of the creatures, like this one, Mukutai Ambusher, are rats. So I wanted to try and exploit that rats tribal theme going on here. So the main way I'm doing that is with this card, Swarm of Rats. 2 mana, it's a creature that says its power is equal to the number of rats you control. And the rest of our deck is just filled with rats, basically. So we've got 20 lands, just a bunch of forest swamps, and then 2 barren moor. We have 2 blood fountain, 1 black for an artifact. When it enters the battlefield, create a blood token. It also has pay 4 mana, tap, sacrifice it, return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. For removal, we have a set of Defile and a set of Cast Down. In terms of our 1-drop rats, we have Typhoid Rats, 1 black for a 1/1 with Death Touch. So this is kind of nice for the ninjutsu because your opponent is going to be very reluctant to block this. And also this is nice as a super strong blocker against Tolarian Terrors and whatnot. Then we have tons of rats that force our opponent to discard. So we have 4 Burglar Rats, 2 for a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. We also have 4 Ravenous Rats, 2 mana for a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card. For card draw, we have 4 Sign and Blood. And then our last 2-drop rat is Skull Snatcher, 2 for a 2/1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile up to 2 cards from that player's graveyard. So pretty nice graveyard hate. And it has a ninjutsu cost of 1 black. Then at the top of our curve, as I said, we have Mukutai Ambusher, 4 for a 3/2 with lifelink, and it has ninjutsu for a cost of 2. And then finally at the top of our curve, we have 2 copies of Akiba Gang Shinobi, 5 for a 3/2. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards 2 cards, and it has ninjutsu for a cost of 4. So this deck is kind of fun. I like tribal decks, and this deck has a lot of flavor. I do feel it's slightly underpowered, and that Swarm of Rats isn't really good enough as a way of benefiting from having tons of rats. But maybe there is some other way to build it in a way that can exploit the rat tribal theme in a better way. But yeah, the deck is definitely fun, and I do enjoy decks that have lots of discard effects, which is nice. So I thought I would just pass it off to you. If you have suggestions, please let me know. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.